We're going to go now live to Durwood Zaelke, who's the president of the Institute for Governance and Sustainable Development in Washington. Durwood, you've lived through this process with us, appearing on our programs. Now we're finally there at the end. So are you one of the people who are openly weeping about the disappointment of this, or are you clapping at the end with some that at least something was accomplished here?
I think for those of us who've been through this for the last 25 years, we see this as a glass half full. And I'd suggest we should fill it with champagne for the president and for the hardworking negotiators who've delivered something that's historic. Now, if you're a young person who's on the outside, you're wondering, why is the glass only half full? We know we're in a climate emergency. We know we need to do even more. So there will be disappointment on that side, as there should be. But I see this as laying down the tracks for actually keeping the planet to 1.5, or at least keeping that in sight, phasing out now, thanks to India, phasing down coal. But, coal is gone. I mean, anybody who thinks that coal is going to be around for very long is putting their money in the wrong place. That's going to disappear. And oil and gas are not far behind. Renewables are going to take over. It'll be a clean energy future. So we have a lot to celebrate here. And I'll make a couple of other comments that I think that if you look carefully, you see a new architecture emerging where the world has finally said, we know there's a climate emergency. It's here today. I think some of the success of this negotiation has been based on fear of the current impacts and even greater fear of tomorrow's impacts. And then we see the focus shifting to 2030. This is the decisive decade of action. It's no longer significant or sufficient to say we're going to do something by 2050. 2030, this is the new 2050. And then also in this new agreement is the recognition that you have to do the non-CO2 super climate pollutants like methane in addition to carbon dioxide. And that's hugely important as well.